You what we're gonna do for today. Please keep in mind that period 1 and period 4 is the same thing. I'm just gonna use period 3. So please be mindful. I'm not gonna be there this week, but I'm gonna be uploading videos like this every single week. So if you're on Tuesday, you go to the Tuesday folder. If you are on Wednesday, you go to the Wednesday folder, and there always should be a video or a worksheet that we have discussed about the day before, right? So again, we are going to go back to COVID times. So you are expected to finish everything that I'm doing in the video. If you are not going to finish it, well, your grade will suffer. Unfortunately, I have seen a lot of good grades going down because of this issue. Okay. Once again, if one of your classmates does not have access to YouTube, please help them out. Maybe you can share your iPad with them and you can watch this video at the same time. So we are doing this together. Anytime that I'm doing something that probably is gonna take you a few seconds to do, like 5 or 10 seconds, I would highly recommend that you pause the video, that you hit the pause button, so that way you can do it. So it is the first day of the week, Tuesday, okay? So if you wanna take out your planner, and you can write what is going on for this week. So Tuesday, compare fairy tales and fables. Wednesday, you're gonna watch or read a fairy tale and answer some questions about it. I may not do a video explaining you to how to do this. You're just gonna go to the Wednesday folder and you're gonna see a YouTube video there or a story, and you're just gonna answer them, all right? And then Thursday, compare short stories and novels. And Friday, compare speech and biography. Okay. So same as we do every day, you go to the folder. In this case, it's Tuesday. You are gonna go here and import that into your Notability. So I know that this is gonna take you a few moments, so I would pause this video if I were you. So let's say that you are already here in your Notability. Okay, so this is the lesson for today. We are going to compare a fable and a fairy tale. That's all that we're gonna do. Okay, so in which category they are in? They are in the fiction category. So you're gonna write fiction here. Okay, so fiction. So one of the things that every single literature in English that have in common that they all give you information, right? So nonfiction gives you a certain type of information, fiction gives you a certain type of information. We have talked that in class before. So today's agenda, you're gonna read a fable and a fairy tale. On this slide, you are going to tell me the definition of this word, format. So if you can pause this, look for the definition, ask your able partner, or maybe you already know it. Okay, so this is the two formats that we are gonna get at right now. Okay, so we have been talking about short stories, novels. Okay, the two formats that we are gonna talk about again are today in this lesson is fable and fairy tale. So you're gonna write here fable and you're gonna write here fairy tale, right? So here I'm gonna help you with this one because you need them and I wanna make sure. Okay, so this is the slide about fable. Remember that we watched this really funny video about a dog, right, being greedy. like that. You're not gonna watch it again, but we did watch it. So what is a fable? It's a short story that teaches you a life lesson. So teaches you a life lesson. So you say a life lesson. Okay. Often includes animals as its main characters. And this story was a dog, right? So now we are comparing fairy tales. So fairy tales, you're gonna write the word fairy tales here, fairy tales. You're gonna write fairy tales. Okay, so what is it? A magical story for children like Cinderella. So think about Disney movies, right? Most of them are based on fairy tales. So what type of characters do we see? Giants. Oh, I misspelled that. Giants, elves, or orcs, right? And many, 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 many more, right? There are just a few of them. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do on your next slide. So slide number 7 and slide number 8. You are going to pause this video, okay? And you are gonna read this story, okay? And you're gonna wonder while reading this story, is it a fable or is it a fairy tale? Okay. And then to see if you understood the story, you are gonna write the answers to each of these questions. Okay. So I'm not gonna read the story for you right now. That is for you to do. Okay. However, I'm gonna read the story. I'm gonna read the questions right now. So here's the thing. How many daughters the king has? What does to banish means? So you can go into a dictionary that I showed you. You can Google it if you don't know what this word means, right? The king misunderstood what the daughter meant by salt. Why? What the king means by I crave to know. What does that mean? What is he trying to say by that? I crave to know about this. Why the king was ill. So you're gonna find all those answers to those how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions into the story right here. So now you're gonna read another story. Hey, look at this. It has an animal. So is it a fable or is it a fairy tale? So you're gonna read this one, very short, right? So one of the good things about, I'm gonna tell it to you, fables that are really, really, really short. And as you can see at the end here, there is a moral of the story or a life lesson. So this one here, this one is the same information from slide 5 and 7. No, 5 and 6. So, for example, fable, a short story that a life lesson. A short story that a life lesson, a life lesson. That doesn't make any sense. We're not gonna fix that. You see, I'm making mistakes. A short stories that teaches you a life lesson, right? A magical story that children's, okay, so here, a short stories that teaches you a life lesson, right? So 5, fable, a short stories that teaches you a life lesson, right? So often includes, go back, what does include? So same thing for the other one, right? Fairy tale. A, what? For children. So right here. a what? Radar, okay? Characters, radar, okay? So remember in the beginning of the video, I made a mistake here. I'm not gonna record it again. So now, activity. This is what type of graphic organizer. What is the name of the graphic organizer and what do we use it for? So you're gonna write the answer right here to that question. You are gonna use the same graphic organizer and you're gonna compare a fable versus fairy tale. So you're gonna write two apples that overlap each other just like this, right? And then you're gonna put fable here on top and you're gonna put fairy tale at the bottom on top too, and you're gonna just tell me one or two things that you can compare and contrast. Remember, compare and contrast, finding the same thing and finding the differences. Okay, and hey, the answer to this question right here, huh? And then what you're gonna do, if you have to choose which one to read for the rest of your life, I made a mistake, you can change that, fable or fairy tale, circle your answer. And that's it. All right, I know that you guys can do it. Please, if someone has a restricted iPad, share this video with them. Share your iPad. Be kind. See you tomorrow.